October 30th, 2018. There's some new reports this evening about Italian police. They're saying that they're investigating human remains that have been found at the Vatican's Rome embassy. This article is saying that workers have discovered human bones at the Holy See embassy to Italy. Police are investigating the matter, Vatican said on Tuesday. Today, the Italian media is saying that forensic scientists were looking to see if the remains might be those of Emanuela Orlandi, the 15-year-old daughter of a Vatican employee who vanished in 1983. Some people may be familiar with this disappearance. It's had a lot of coverage in the Italian media in the 80s. Officials are saying that the detectives looking into this case are looking in particular at whether the remains are a DNA match for Emanuela Orlandi or Morella Gregory, both of whom were underage when they went missing separately in Rome in 1983. Orlandi was the daughter of a member of the Vatican's police and was last seen on June 22nd, 1983, when leaving a music class. There's been a lot of theories over what happened exactly after this disappearance. Some people claiming that the Vaticans were involved either in the disappearance or a cover-up, some aspect of a cover-up of the disappearance, possibly. Some of the theories circulating that the then 15-year-old had been kidnapped by an organized crime gang. It's one theory to put pressure on Vatican officials to recover a loan. That was one theory that was talked about in the media at the time. Another one of the main claims was that she may have been taken to force the release from prison of a Turk who had attempted to assassinate Pope John Paul II in 1981. Her brother Pietro has been leading a decades-long campaign, they say, to find out what happened to her and accuse the Vatican of silence and even complicity in the case. Various different theories and possible levels of the Vatican's involvement in a potential cover-up. Vatican has said that Vatican has fought back against accusations, saying on several occasions that they have cooperated with Italian police over the case. You say that Gregory disappeared exactly 40 days before Orlandi. They think that the disappearances may be connected. Her mother says that Gregory answered the intercom at the family apartment before telling her parents it was a school friend, and she was going out to speak to him. That's when she never had returned after that. Investigators do think that the cases may have been connected. There's a lot of different theories that have been talked about in relation to this case. Another Catholic priest and exorcist, Gabriel Amorth, a well-known exorcist from Italy, he had claimed he had one additional theory he made, and he does have connections to. He is a Catholic priest, so he would have some potential inside knowledge here. He had claimed that Emanuela was kidnapped by a member of the Vatican police for sex parties, then murdered. Amorth claims that the incident also involved the officials of an unnamed foreign embassy as well. He had a quote about this. It's claimed that the Italian schoolgirl who went missing in Rome in 1983, according to Gabriel Amorth, he said that she was kidnapped for sex parties by a gang involving Vatican police and foreign diplomats. He said that the girl was later murdered and her body disposed of. Amorth claims that the girls were recruited at the Vatican for parties, and added that the death of Emanuela Orlandi was a crime with a sexual motive, they're saying. A couple of other theories in a fairly recent article just from 2013. There's a mainstream article, but they go into a couple of these related theories in some more detail. Just one final note on the article from today. Not sure if they mentioned this in the first one that I've pulled up, but they are saying that this was reportedly during some kind of construction work or renovations that were being done. That's how they're claiming they found these human remains. just one additional aspect of that story. So you would wonder if the Vatican didn't want these to be discovered. How does that play into that? Would they have not wanted these renovations to happen, or is the renovation a cover up potentially for the investigation going on, or is it possible that they've planted something here and they wanted these to be found? The Vatican, that is that possible? Just given that they knew these renovations were going on today as well. Another part of this story that you might want to consider. Um, this article from 2013, they're talking about some of the other popular theories about what may have happened with these two disappearances. Another theory was that she was killed within hours of her disappearance. A journalist for Espresso has written a book suggesting that she was the victim of a satanic sexual orgy organized by certain priests who then produced endless messages and clues as a distraction. One anonymous letter claimed to have seen Orlandi already dead on the night of her disappearance. This was on the night of her disappearance at the Basili de Saint Apollinaire, a church belonging to Opus Dei, which was later to become who had later became central to the case. Many indeed have suggested her disappearance was an inside job organized by Vatican, that had been organized by the Vatican, possibly an attempt to force the Pope to embrace rapprochement within the Soviet bloc. When in 1998, one of the Vatican's Swiss guards, Esterman, and his wife were murdered inside the Vatican. That added to the conspiracy. That added to the theory that Esterman, part of this theory was that Esterman was allegedly a Stasi spy. They also mention these various clues. What is certain that the numerous letters and calls regarding the kidnap displayed an intimate knowledge of the Vatican. Another reason that people think the Vatican was involved in the cover-up. Somebody who had been giving these clues had an intimate knowledge of the inside workings at the Vatican and its personnel. Over the years, it has become clear that the state was less than open in revealing all it knew about the kidnap. See that a priest, they also talk about a priest who worked at the central office for Vatican vigilance. This individual had been named in several different theories to set off another range of different theories. The involvement of Raul Bonarelli. They say that he worked at the central office for Vatican vigilance. Bonarelli was overheard in a phone tap being urged by his boss to deny knowledge of Vatican investigations into the case. Say that Pietro Orlandi, the brother, had told Spectator in this 2013 article that the behavior of the Vatican makes me think that someone has responsibility directly or indirectly. The Vatican has always tried to forget this story. He believes that the real ransom was demanded in secretive negotiations that the Vatican has never made public. Again, they talk about connections to possible criminal gang in Rome at the time. They seems to be one of the more popular theories that they bring up in the first article. We'll wait on more information to come out about exactly who these individuals are. I guess they will try to confirm if it's related to either one of these two disappearances. Let me know what you think about today's news, about the case in general. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. I will follow up with any related info. Thank you.